I'm going to tell you a story which most of you, 99% of you, would have seen happening right in front of your eyes someday. It's a story of a little baby learning to walk. You would have seen this, right? A child is there, an infant who is learning to walk. And you would see all family members encouraging in different ways to make the child walk. Maybe there's one person who is standing a little far from the child and encouraging the child to come, like that. Encouraging. That child would try to go to that person or to that particular thing, put one foot up, then the back, fall down. Then sometimes the elders lift the child, but still they will not take the child to the target. No. What they will do, they will leave the child in the place where it had fallen. They lift the child, put it in the place where it had fallen, and ask the encouraging person, the other person, to again encourage the child to move. And the child will move. Again, the child will try to put one foot up, the other foot up. And the back, it will fall down. Then again, what we do, we make the child get up, or sometimes we leave the child, encourage the child to get up on its own. What does the child do? It does not remember how many times it fell down. Nor do the elders remember how many times the child fell down. So the child keep doing this thing, and the elders, they keep waiting. They keep patiently waiting. Not taking the child to the target. They don't do that. Then the child learns how to put the foot forward, It learns it very slowly. And then it reaches the target person and grabs the thing that it needs. All the while, the child was just seeing or eyeing at that particular target material. Not even the person maybe. Or sometimes it might be the person. It just kept on looking forward at the target it wants. And even the elders, they never counted how many times the child fell down. Instead, as soon as the child reached the target, everybody jubilously, excitedly, wow, clap. The child came to me. Finally, the child walked. They celebrate the child reaching the target. The same elders, the same child. After a few years, the whole story reverses. A child attempts an exam, receives some marks, maybe not the full mark, or not the marks expected by the parents or the elders. What do the parents or elders do? Oh, how couldn't you do this? Why didn't you do this? What are they focusing on? They're focusing on the failed steps of this child. They're focusing on the failed steps, not the succeeded step. When the child was learning to walk, the elders did not count how many times the child fell. They just celebrated the one successful reach that the child did on the target. But after a few years, the parents or the elders, they are seeing what went wrong. They are counting how many marks or how many steps, how many times did the child fall short of reaching the target? Why this change? And not only the parents or the elders, even the children learn the reverse way. The child that did not worry about the failed steps in walking and just remembered the successful attempts. It just remembered the successful attempts and then kept on improving its walking and reached the target. The same child is now remembering the failed steps. The number of marks lesser than the expected marks. If it has achieved 21 out of 25, oh, I fall short of 4 marks. Oh my God. The child is not remembering the 21 marks it has scored. Instead, it is remembering the 4 marks it has fallen short of. This is the reason why children are not progressing faster. If the child and the elders go back to their roots of how any child learned to walk, learned to talk, if you go back to that and check, there's this one principle that is changed. It is this: forget the number of failed attempts. Remember the successful attempts. The child did not count how many times it fell down. The child only remembered that at one particular point it successfully put the left foot forward properly, and in another attempt it successfully put the right foot forward properly. So it remembered the successful attempts, not the failed attempts. So if any child or parent goes back to their roots and follows the same method of counting the number of successful attempts, remembering only the successful attempts, then you are preparing the child. The child is preparing itself to becoming a successful person. So rejoice in the success of your child to have scored 21 marks. Right? Rejoice, celebrate that one, and you will see that the child will go on to learn progressively. Progressively, they'll go on to learn. That is the secret of learning. Learn like how you learned when you were a baby. This is a principle. Learn like how you learned while you were a baby. That is all is a complete formula for a successful person. Thank you.